And good evening, Sunday evening, April 13th, 2025. Mark Kulak, Houstonic.live. I promised a long show today, an interactive show, and I am sorry I'm not going to be able to deliver on that. They just didn't allow for it. But I did want to just review a couple of the efforts that we have from from some things I've been able to put together today. If you go to Houstonic.live or HoustonicITS.com, whichever one floats your boat, click on the books up on top. We have a couple of new additions in there. One of them is under the ends, Nagasaki 1945 by Tatsuichiro Akazuki. I think it's Akazuki. This is a book from 1981. Harder to find, I believe. Who knows exactly how accurate it is, but it claims to, a good fan, a good supporter, a good friend of the channel sent this one to me a few months ago, and I finally got around to scanning it in. Sorry, things have just been taking so long. But you won't be able to find a PDF anywhere else. So, again, if you click on the little book icon up on top, we finally got that one there. And you can download it and whatever, and I got full optical character recognition on it. Another book that we added here is, if you go to the L's, Living Terrors, What America Needs to Know, How to Survive the Coming Bioterrorist Catastrophe by Michael T. Osterholm and something Schwartz. I'm not familiar with him, John Schwartz. I've shown this book before. I have the physical copy. There's a 2000 and a 2001 version of this book. I don't know how much changed in the 2001 version. The 2000 version came out September 2000. Michael Osterholm was one of the very first people to report on the possibility of a biological terror aspect to the September 11th, 2001 event, noteworthy. He was also definitely out in front on reporting about many issues about the horrors of COVID-19. He's still a very relevant person. One of his top co-authors is Larry Gostin of Georgetown, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this book is here, and some interesting things that you'll find in the introduction or in the acknowledgments. Let's see here. I found some very awesome things here in the acknowledgments. He gives a great big thanks to two of the very best authors in the business. Okay, he obviously thanks Richard Preston. Where is it? I want to try to find the sentence here. Ooh. I know it's here. Okay, he does thank Inglesberry, Henderson, Joshua Lederberg, etc. Of course, I guess those really not too big of a surprise. Philip Russell, Peter Jolly, many people that are in the Judith Miller book, by the way. And he thanks His Majesty the King Hussein of Jordan. That's a weird one. He's also fortunate to have colleagues who have unusually high insight in policy and bioterrorism, Janet Schumacher and Peggy Hamburg. So he's also co-authoring with Margaret Hamburg, New York City Health Commissioner for many years before 9/11. Her dad is considered to be the grandfather of the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, and she became the FDA director for basically 7 out of the 8 years, almost the entire tenure of the President Obama administration, where her major push was personalized medicine and genomics. Because, of course, let's just be honest. I mean, my hypothesis is, it's not my hypothesis. It's an obvious hypothesis that September 11th was really just one of the largest staged events ever. It didn't actually go down as planned, though, but it was supposed to be a large bioterror event to provide an opportunity to use a captive United States military for medical experimentation, in particular gene therapy vaccines because the old anthrax vaccine wasn't going to work. I mean, all the books basically prove it. Anyways, you can't get Living Terrors off the Internet Archive. You can't download it anyways. So I scanned in my copy, spent an hour or two on that. Cobra Event is also available on Internet Archive, but again, you can't download it. Internet Archive isn't allowing people to download things. And how can you search things if it's not within your own domain? That's one of my biggest problems with not being able to download stuff, because the best search tool I have is my local computer, just doing standard text searches on my local computer. The moment I have resources all over the place and I have to go through gateways of other people's search engines, I'm far less effective at being able to find things. So I understand it's a digital rights issue, but you know what? Screw it. The fact that these events have been properly interpreted means that people are being injured and killed every day still. So screw it. What else was I going to say? I think there was a third book. Oh, yeah, the Peace or Pestilence book, the 1949 book by Theodore Roseberry. That was mentioned in the Judith Miller book. You can download that one with character recognition on the Internet Archive, and I added a link to that as well. Building on what I mentioned yesterday, is that if you go to research and click on the A's, I have a new page for Autism File, and it's turning into like a little bit of an Easter egg hunt. You know, I'm trying to. I know they started publishing this thing sometime in the early 2000s, but one by one, I'm finding episodes. You know, they're on different sites. I'm buying a few, and they're not cheap. I'm spending like $20-25 a piece for the ones I can get. I'm scanning them in. That the Caesar scanner is amazing. I'm so thankful I invested in that. And you can see there's a few that are still in the mail. I just found this one today. This was the December 2013 issue 53. I just found a digital access to this one. I recorded it, but I need to turn it into a PDF, and so on and so forth. Some of you may have noticed that the word mitochondria, as I expected, as I predicted, as Jonathan Cooey predicted, is now going crazy on Twitter. Suddenly, everyone's a mitochondria expert because they're trying to get ahead of that story. They're trying to hijack it. They're trying to butcher it, and everyone is going to the end of the world to not allow you to hear the word bacteriophage, to not think about, wow, isn't it incredible that the most abundant molecular element, I should say biological entity in the body is a bacteriophage. That phages are, by design, allowed to go through the gut barrier from the bacteria in the gut to, and to penetrate cells and to get to the mitochondria of the cells, because your cells are in constant communication with your gut biome. No one wants you to hear that. So there's all kinds of wacky stories about mitochondria being from space, and I don't know, they're probably connected to spiders, and I'm sure they'll find that some godfather of Jeffrey Epstein used to work in the basement of the pyramids and is connecting with the aliens and is using the mitochondria to remote control the people via the 5Gs so that they can enable more pedophiles to live on the island or something crazy like that, right? Because Jews, Zionism, Israel, aliens, something. No one will just allow you to hear some simple explanation, some tangible truth. It's pretty sad. But as predicted, the word mitochondria is going gangbusters right now on Twitter. I've looked at some analytics tools to look at word analysis. I don't want to just look at words or retweets of individual accounts. I want to see how many times a word, no hashtag, pops up on Twitter and get trends analysis on it. And those tools are like several $1,000s a month. So I'm not going to pay for it. But if someone wanted to do it, you know what? You would find out. Mitochondria is going gangbusters on Twitter. What else? And my show last night, again, you're probably noticing a trend. I'm getting a little bit more and more frustrated every day, as I should be. Everyone right now is celebrating that, what's the big story right now? Oh, yeah, Kennedy is sure. He's sure. He's got the evidence right now. And Steve Kirsch chimed in. Guess what, everyone? He definitely has the evidence. In other words, because we are now using the metric. 10,000 children every day are subjected to the criminal injury-causing vaccine schedule in the United States. Every day, 10,000 new kids. I don't mean like the same 10,000 every day. Every day, another 10,000 new kids. So if they are absolutely sure, beyond all doubt, that they have some smoking gun evidence and they're going to wait till September, that means that they have made a decision that the next 1 million kids born deserve to get injured. Right? And they know they will get injured. Not might get injured. They know they will get injured because they're too cowardly, or they're too controlled, or they are actually our mortal enemy. Because at some point after 25, 30 years, you should just be able to say, stop. Just stop it. Just stop. Just stop it. No, they're gonna gate their little secrets, and then after that, nothing will happen, and nothing will happen, or something is there, and they're gonna kill Trump. They're gonna try to kill Trump again and try to get Bobby back into the vice presidency or the presidencies. Maybe they'll kill Vance too, because this populist movement that is far more dark and far more powerful than I think anyone is giving them credit for. They will assassinate people. And if Kennedy actually had any morals, any heart, any truth to him, he would just put whatever evidence he has, and I don't think he actually has any evidence, out there right now. So it's very scary, and I am afraid that there will be more assassination attempts, for real. I don't believe the previous one was necessarily staged. So there's your hero, everybody. Anyways, the autism file, this one is really amazing, this October 2017 one, because this is the one where Judy Mikovits is now on board. So the Judy Mikovits has joined the autism file, and then ultimately Judy Mikovits becomes this big person with Children's Health Defense. It's pretty remarkable. The same person that, with the Whittemore Peterson Institute was trying to find a vaccine for chronic fatigue syndrome to allow people to take more vaccines is now the anti-vaccine hero, even though here she is ramping up fear of retroviruses in this issue here. So I don't have this one digitized yet, but you can go to the link I have right there for issue 76. This is the October 2017. And I'm going to get as many of these autism file magazines as I can. Everyone is a smoking gun. You can see how, I know this is really crass stuff to say, but hot moms have been used as with some veiled threat to use this whole thing of injured children and autism as a serious political weapon. I mean, there you have it. There you have it. Most of these covers of the autism file, they sort of look like Elle or some other fashion magazine. Most of the covers are actually attractive middle-aged women and not children. Something wrong. There's something wrong with that. It's supposed to be about children. Now, I'm a guy. I'm not complaining in a way, but look, this is supposed to be about children. It's absolutely revolting and disgusting. The whole thing. And 10 years ago, we were told, just wait. The truth is right around the corner. Just wait. Any day right now, any month, just keep waiting. Just like the QAnon would say, just keep waiting. Something big is going to drop. Nothing's going to drop. The only thing that's going to drop is your life expectancy and your ability to take your country back as you wait. Look, if people, just say it. If the vaccines are bad, just say it now. Just say it now. Don't wait. Anyone that says wait for another day is a liar and a traitor. A liar and a traitor and the enemy of the United States of America. I'm sorry. And if they did say you have to wait a day, that wait should include a formal apology for the additional 10,000 children that every single day are going to be subjected as new entrants into the criminal, injurious potentially lethal childhood vaccine schedule of the United States of America. But no, they're not doing it. Horrible people. Horrible people. I don't know. I hope there's some amazing secret or something, national security secret that I'm missing, because it's revolting. But anyways, they'll be judged. I will be too. And right now, I've had a really tough day. I just don't have it in me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I will do a longer show tomorrow, and just keep hanging in there, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great night, and we'll check in again tomorrow. Thank you. Take care. God bless.